You gross. Someone sneezed all over my base. Glad I killed it. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to Serious Engineering. Last episode, we spent a bit of time playing around, creating a little bit of plastic over here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this very quickly. Did do a little bit of moving, just a slight little bit of moving, because the plastic mixer doesn't necessarily need heat to work in order to be able to create plastic sheets. The plastic mixer needs heat in order to convert existing plastic sheets back into plastic to be able to make things. So you can actually take an existing sheet, like say you made too many, you can place them in this little item spot here, and this will then be melted down and put back into the plastic container. So it's been kind of slowly working through what we need to work on, and I'm starting to get a little bit of an accumulation of the other liquids, which we're going to have to work on shortly. But for right now, we need to kind of work on getting into the next step of Pneumatic Craft. And Pneumatic Craft, we crafted and constructed and charged up an Amadron tablet. So an Amadron tablet is kind of like a villager trading system or something like that, where we have multiple trades, multiple things that we can do, and all kinds of neat stuff that we can purchase. We can sell items, we can sell lubricant for emeralds, we can sell potatoes for combs, we can sell lots of cool stuff like that. So what we're going to need right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and fill that guy back up a little bit, is we're going to need to start looking at being able to get in further into this mod. And this is one of the long kind of drawn out stretches that you get into, because you have to be able to do certain little processes. And part of the process is we need to be able to make circuit boards, and I probably should not have done that. Well, whatever. We'll see what happens. If nothing else, I'll just leave this guy in here for right now. And we can look at this for a second. So circuit boards are one of the main structure components or components of Pneumatic Craft. So if we go over here and we look at this, in order to advance, we're going to need to get into the assembly system here, this stuff. So we have the cool little arms, the little platform, the little drill, the laser, and of course the assembly controller. And every single one of those guys takes printed circuit boards. And in order to get a printed circuit board, we have to craft a printed circuit board using an unassembled PCB. And PCBs, as we can see here, can be crafted with the assembly controller, or in the initial beginning stages, you take an empty PCB and you put it in a bucket of etching acid for 5 minutes, and it will then give you an unassembled PCB. This is one of those early on things that just hurts about this mod, but it's easily doable. So in order to get the empty PCB that has this little line underneath of it, we throw some green plastic and some compressed iron ingots into a pressure chamber, and it will craft us those things. So let's go ahead and, for the minute, count how many we need. So we need 1, 2, 3. I need this one, so that's 4, 5, 6. Let me see, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then where is the arms? Those are the arms. 6, 7. Somewhere in that neighborhood. So we're going to go ahead and just make a few of them. Probably going to start with about 16, just as a nice round number. So I need a green plastic. There we go. We'll start with that, and this will fill up so that we can craft this stuff later. I'm going to hope that we're going to get through this today, but the next step is kind of a royal pain. So, well, the next step after this is a kind of a royal pain. So what we need now is we need about 16 of those, and then we throw these in here. And I need to set my output filter to... name begins with, we're just going to do name contains, and I think it's PCB. We'll make sure we have this right. PCB, 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 PCB. And if we stick that in here, those guys will get put into the chamber. And in they go, and probably craft it before we could watch it happen. Nope, there we go. Come on. Finish. There they go. And as soon as those get put over here, we can now start worrying about these. There's a real big trick to these when you play these. These are non-stackable items, or at least they used to be non-stackable items. Do not unstack them. Trust me, do not unstack them. The next process we need to play with is we need to make some etching acid so that these can be technically put into an unassembled PCB. We have to actually run them through a UV light box first to make sure that they're going to actually function. And oh yeah, we have a little taint rift over there. So we need to make a UV light box, which is some of the reason why I wanted this one, because this tablet here will allow us to purchase the things we're going to need. We're eventually going to need all of these, but for right now, I want to purchase. No problems. Can I purchase? I want to purchase. Oh yeah, I have to go. Set something. Let's go take a nap real quick. Part of the fun thing about this is how the items are delivered to you. So I already set a chest out here because we want to see this happen. There. Okay, cool. Now, can I buy these? In basket. I want to place an order. Do I not have enough energy to do it? Are you serious? No problems. Hey, hey. I have emerald. Oh. Now I have emeralds. I forget this is... Payment device goes in the chest. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to be ordering parts. It's been a minute since I've done this, so it's trying to remember. So we have to place our payment in the chest. However, what we're doing is we're going to be ordering parts from a different location that are going to be delivered to us from an unknown thing. So we have to link an inventory or tank or whatever that we want things to be delivering to and picking things up from. So I now have some money in there. I can now purchase one of those. So I want one of these. Hey, come on. Did this thing not work anymore? Vendor is selling one thing. In basket, pre-print is it? Yeah, I know. I want this. I want. There. Right click. Shift, right click. Okay. We're going to start with that. So shift, right click is going to get us a single PCB blueprint, and it is going to take some stuff from us. So if we wait a minute, here he comes. Wherever he came from, I have no idea. He's going to pick up my emeralds and take them back to wherever the store is and bring me back my blueprint. Eventually. Making a mess. And then he dies, and he comes back. And here comes my little blueprint. Thank you very much. We'll see you later, sir. So, all right, cool. There is my blueprint, which we can now craft some parts with. So, UV light. Love this part. UV light box is going to be 3 redstone lamps, some more compressed iron, and a piece of stuff. So we'll grab those, and I think I have a few of those already because I've been robbing them out of everything. Cool. All right. Now, the reason why I say is don't break these up is that there's a way around. Whoop, I didn't want that. There's a way around certain things. These are going to unstack if I'm not careful. So let's see. Can you fit like that, or am I going to have to rotate you? Can I rotate you with my wrench? Yes. Okay. If I put them all in there at once, which I think that might work, it may not. Used to work just fine. Used to be able, you could stick them all in there at once. But basically what this is going to do is it's going to sit here and do this little process for us where it's going to etch out all of the sides, or it's going to basically burn in the pattern on this little circuit board thing, and which we'll eventually be able to play with, which is actually not too terribly slow. So let's see. We're going to let that burn down a little bit. How much power do you need? You just need 1? Okay, good deal. We are also going to have to craft some etching acid. which is always a lovely time. So etching acid is going to require us to get some more green plastic, some gunpowder, a bucket of water, spider eye, and some zombie flesh. Tell me I'm out of zombie flesh. Can't be out of zombie flesh. Did I use it up already? Let's see. Etching acid is also going to require 2 pieces of plastic and a bucket of water. So let's go make us a couple of pieces of green plastic and mow the weeds. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want this. Green plastic, 1, 2. And we can just let that sit in there and work for right now. It used to be, like I said, you could cheese that around, but maybe they finally figured out the stacking problem with those. So there we go. Bucket of water. And we need to gather up a couple of rotten fleshes, which I could have swore I had some in here. We'll check very quickly. If not, I have a mob farm that's producing it. Where are they? They are upstairs. Okay. Yep, there we go. 1, 2, perfect. Down. Oh, that's cool. It's showing me the one downstairs. All right, so, and checking, neat. So now we need to throw all of this in here, and how are we doing? Are you done yet? No. It's going to take it quite a while to get that finished. So I want to say right here, this is going to be acid. And we toss this, 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 and that in there to get our acid. Now, as far as I remember, this is not 100% necessary because you can take this directly through into etching acid and it will work, but it doesn't necessarily work completely. If you don't have this, there's a very big chance this will fail if I just throw it directly into the etching acid. So let's see what we got going on. We got everything in here yet? There's the bucket of water. I don't want any of this failing at this point, so there we go. Bloop, there we go. Nice. And we'll wait on you to do your work. Thank you very much. And this stuff is wonderful. Yeah, don't spill it on your shirt. So as soon as we get one of these going, which is going to be in a couple of minutes, we have plenty of pressure. How much is the speed upgrade? Is that something I can make at this point? Speed upgrade requires lubricant. Lubricant, I think is, yeah, I have to take diesel, and that's probably doable at this point, or I can purchase it. We got minutes. I will come back once this is ready to go, and we'll kind of work on the next step. This is going to be one of those really long projects that I have to play with, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we're just kind of goofing around. I went ahead and tossed some speed upgrades in this little machine because I got really tired of waiting on it, and I figured I would run through a few of these. It definitely makes it a lot faster. I'm not sitting here for 5 minutes waiting on that, and in order to do so, let's go over here, take a look very quickly. I made another thermopneumatic processing plant, or thermopneumatic, whatever you want to call it, and I stuck it right here. Put a little bit of redstone in it and dug a couple of little diesel buckets out of here, 4 of them, and started making a couple of speed upgrades just so that we could waste a little less time. We don't need a lot. Like I said, I think we needed a total of 7 to be able to make this system work, but we're going to go ahead and let those guys process. I went and tossed the etching acid down on the ground, and again, the next step is to do that. And you can do many of them at a time, and thank God they changed it so that these don't... They don't, how do you want to call it? They don't despawn anymore. Back in the day, they used to despawn, so you used to have to set up a long system of reprocessing the thing to try to reset the despawn timer out on them. But now we're going to sit there and wait on that to happen so that we can continue with the next step. So let's go over here, take a look at this mess really quickly, mow the lawn a little bit. And we're about done with what we have as far as oil, and pretty soon these guys are these right here are going to be fairly full, so I need to probably work on a couple of tanks for those. So let's see. Do we have any more tankage? I think we already used up all the tankage. What were we using for those tanks? Maybe I just don't worry about it at this point. But let's get some storage going again. Where are those tanks? Eyeballs not work. Okay, just some glass and a couple of those. So let's get 1, 2, 3 of these. And some more glass. Where did you put my glass? Oh, great. Glass. You are in that chest. Why? You go in this chest. Thank you. Tanks. Some more tanks. Let's get those emptied out so we can at least continue to process oil as we see fit. I am going to have to definitely build a little bit better system. Of course, as always, I mean, you're always building better systems. So let's see about getting some of that fluid out of there while we wait. Ooh, this is problem. This is problem. This is what I wanted to play with, actually. Can I... Are you out of oil yet? You are out of oil. Okay. I wanted to play with these little bitty guys because I tried them a while ago, again, in the test world last episode, and they didn't work. And I don't know why. Let's see. Pneumatic Craftical kinds of things. This one right here, the transfer gadget. The transfer gadget is a hopper and a compressed iron ingot. Let's make 3 of those. And let's see that right here. Transfer gadgets. Where did you go? And we finally need the Pneumatic Craft wrench. So this guy right here is going to be some orange dye and an air canister. So I didn't want to do that. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Now I really need the wrench. Redstone we have on us. Let's make a bit of redstone. We need an air canister. We need a lever and some orange dye. Orange dye. Thank you. Inventory a mess. Can I get rid of this and that? That for that matter. Okay, cool. Lever, and the wrench. Cool. And we'll go plug this guy in and let him charge up a little bit. How are you doing? Are you done yet? Yes, you are. Cool. How are we doing on air pressure? Doing fine. Let's put a little bit of air pressure in that. And can I take that off? Hello? Is that not enough air pressure? Sneak right click. You should let me have that back. Hello? Oh, love it. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. We'll put this in here and let it charge up. Now, what this guy does is, it is, like I said, it's like a flat transfer node. So we're going to grab another little bit of this and we'll make a fancy... Can I have... Come on, scroll wheel. Quit messing up on me here. Try that again. 8, 9. There you go. Cool. Let's make a chest very quickly. What it does is if I place it on the side of a block like this, it has 2 sides. It's got a red side and a blue side and an orange side. And it works exactly like you would think it would. So if I put items in this chest, it should move them over here. Actually, I think it's the other way around. The blue side is the input. So now we move it that direction. So what we need to do is we need to get the blue side of the transfer node thingy, or the whatever we call these things now, the transfer gadgets, to actually face the correct direction next to that tank so we can get those emptied. There are other ways, yes, it's just I was expecting these to work. Because if they will work, it makes building the system for how we're going to eventually smelt this stuff, or I should say crack this stuff down into, crack the various fluids down into a liquid a little bit easier, or different liquids. So technically, I want to do this. I want to make sure that you are unhooked. And then I should... Can I get the side of that tank? Yes, I can, maybe. No. No. Beautiful. Now you want to work. Okay. Well, I need to actually put that one back. Let's put that one back. Fold it up. We'll break this one. Okay, cool. That'll empty those out and we can use them later. What I want to do with this is I want to be able to auto export out of these tanks or out of the actual refinery into the plants that we have right here. What a mess. But we'll have to wait on that to happen. I just need this to make sure that this is continuously running and we don't accidentally fill all these up. As you can see, it's pretty slow, but they'll at least make it so that that works a little bit better. So have we wasted 5 minutes yet? Should have. Look at that. Cool. All right. Inventory mess. Drop things out of inventory. Where do those go? Those go in here. All right, so let's put that away, this away, the dirt away, these away. That I don't want to get rid of just yet. These information mess of everything here. I'm going to have to figure out why that didn't unhook. I should have been able to wrench that off. Where is my wrench? Come here, you. You should have been able to wrench that off. Huh. Maybe it doesn't work with these chests. I don't know. Whatever. We'll break that later. No big deal. All right. Got a little bit of inventory space. Let's go ahead and see about getting a few of these other little parts and pieces going. Just turn my magnet on. Thank you. And we have another one that you can start working on. There you go. Cool. So these we can use to make the circuits that we're going to need. We need to make a whole bunch of little parts, pieces, to be able to do anything at all with some of this mod. So I will put this away and this away and that away. Yeah, that's a mess. Okay, so uses on those, we have to craft these up into printed circuit boards. So each one of those is going to need a transistor and a capacitor, or at least 3 of each. So let's go for the moment in time, get the controller up and running. And I hope I have enough plastic to possibly get some of this going. So we need 9 of these. And it's, I always forget, what color is it? It is the cyan plastic. Gets expensive after a while. That's why we're going to have to kind of let this run and keep processing oil. So let's do this. Need some redstone. Oh, for Pete's sake. I got to fix that scroll. I don't know why it's not working the way I want it to work. And I have all of the compressed iron in. Ooh, are we out of compressed iron? Did you put it in the wrong place? You did. Where is it? Thank you. No, I want the compressed iron. All right, and we're going to have to make a bunch of that here in a second, so that's fine. Cool. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and change this to, where is it? It's right there. And again, name contains TOR because capacitors and resistors have TOR in them. And dink, dink, dink. And we needed to make the cyan. Did I already put the cyan in there? Did I make cyan? Hey. I don't remember. Well, we can make some more. I thought I made cyan. I must not have taken it out. Run back over here. I didn't. Okay, cool. That's fine. And toss you in there. Did you see him just barely go? Just as soon as the plastic hit it? I'm gonna have to juice these guys up a little bit. We need some more coal. So ready to get some better Air compression going on. We'll give you 2 because it's going to take at least 2. And you're done. Nice. And with those, we can make our first printed circuit board. So that should go in here. And it is 3. Isn't it 3? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, doot, and doot. Done. Cool. All right, so let's make the controller. Controller. Where did you go? There it is. So a little bit more compressed iron. We should be able to craft that right now. Compressed iron. What did I do with the compressed iron? Give me that back. Cool. First part of many little pieces. So we're going to be running this. We're going to put it over here eventually. This is where it's going to live in this section. But for right now, I want to try to keep my pipe runs fairly short so that we don't have a lot of problems. So it's going to live probably right about there. And I need to be able to make some more pipe. I'm out of pipe. Do we have any glass on us? No. Let's grab a little bit more pipe. Need to make some more stuff. And you should be able to connect right there. Now, you're not going to be happy because you don't have any of your other little parts and pieces that you need to have it to be able to work. But we can at least go ahead and get the programming done, and we can get a couple of other things sorted. So, in order to automate these things a lot easier, we need to be able to use all of these machines, which we're going to be able to make here fairly shortly. So I need a program assembly laser. So let's go order that. Now. And this one. Shift right click, place order. I think I left some stuff in there. I did. I'll just throw this thing away. Actually, I need to go hook it into this mess over here. He took my emeralds. We'll just put that over here for now. Here comes the other one. Cool. All right, neat. So, what I'm going to do in between episodes, I know this is kind of another one of those very few little things done, but that's quite a humongous step at this point, is I am going to go ahead and get all of the parts pieces collected up for the rest of the arms that we're going to need. So we're going to need a bunch more printed circuit boards, which you can see how the process works. We're going to need a bunch of blue plastic, a lot of blue plastic. We're going to need, what is this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13 of those things. So I'm going to have to create a whole bunch of blue plastic so that we can get into the next step. But as soon as I can start automating these things a little bit quicker, or at least the creation of the unassembled PCBs, this basically what that does is by building this, you remove a step, which is this thing. It's one of those parts I've never really cared for about this mod because of the fact they make you do that little bit, but by the time we get all of these little bitty circuits and everything done, are you finished? You are done. Thank you. Wonderful. My cat's losing his mind again. We'll toss that in there and let things go ahead to work, and we'll see what happens. So, alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode where hopefully we'll get ready to start actually automating circuits and playing around and having fun with a little bit more pneumatic craft. So, ooh, I got a nasty mess I got to go clean up. Bye, guys.